Okay, so I'm going to cover conditional formatting and have another look at drop-down lists in this tutorial. So here you can see that the message changes, so it's an if statement, and the colour changes. So the colour change is the conditional formatting. There is another video higher up the page which goes into this in a bit more detail, but in context of this spreadsheet model, if the customer has paid, then the message should be in green, whereas if they haven't paid, it should be in red. So it's a method of giving feedback, highlighting information on a sheet to your user. So I said we'll look at drop-down lists again. So this method has used the forms drop-down method. So in this method, the list must definitely exist, although you would put it off the screen so the user couldn't see it. Format the control to, so we have the input range and the cell link where the result will go, and to and shading. Okay. So if we look at that, we've got yes and no in our drop down, and the result is stored in the cell link as numbers, so the number on the list. The other method, which is the data validation method, it's here, where we can choose a list, and we could use the source, but I thought I'll just show you this. As it's just a short list, we can actually type it in there. Now you can't do that using the other method, but you can this time, so click OK. No need for a cell link here. The value is actually stored in the cell, and let's just put a border on that so we don't lose that cell. Okay, so H24 contains the cell. Okay, so the if function then, both methods. So if, and in this case, we're looking at K22. If K22 equals 1, then payment, whoops, it's all wrapped around. Don't forget to close the speech marks. Otherwise, payment required, because only 2 arguments, so there's no need to do another if. So let's unwrap that. So there we go. So payment received. And if I look up here, you can see my if statement. So if K22 equals 1, payment received, payment required. Now if we use this method, I'm just going to delete that, what that's doing there. Right. If we use this method, then our if statement will look like this. If H24 equals yes, because in this case it's yes or no, then payment received. Otherwise, payment required. Close speech marks, close brackets. So the difference is that you're always testing what is in the cell, and in this case, inside the cell is going to be yes or no, whereas in this case, it's going to be 1 or 2. Okay, so this is formatted differently because of it's set up here in the font section. But let's go to our conditional formatting, which is over here. And like I said, there's another video which goes into more of these things further up the page. So we're looking at this. So we're highlighting the cell rules. Now the cell could be greater than a number, less than a number, between 2 sets of numbers. So you could change the colour according to a range. Equal to. Now this is the one that you will always use for text. Well, you could use it for numbers as well if you had a specific number. Equal to. So now you have to put it in exactly as it appears here. So you could actually copy it into here. But this one, payment received, no spaces at the end, no capital letters, and you can customize it. You can go into this and hope it doesn't freeze, which it has. So you'll see that we can make this bold, we can make it this colour green, we can make our font white. I think we can put a border on it. Yeah, I think we can. We could put a red border on it. So you can highlight this in different ways. That's your customs. Click OK. So payment received. Okay, nothing's happened because at the moment it says no. So Right, there we go, payment received. So it's gone. It has got a red border on it. It's not very clear to see. Yes, and at the moment, no, nothing happens. So the same cell, we have to put another cell, conditional formatting. So in this case, we're looking for payment required, and I'm just going to stick with this one. Click OK, and you can see that there it is. So that is that. And exactly the same on this one, conditional formatting equal to, just go up here so you can actually see, because in this one I've got capital letters, payment received, let's just choose that, and highlight cell rules equal to payment, oops. And if you do make a mistake, it just won't work, and sometimes you do have to just copy and paste it just to, oh, wrong one. Is it working? Yes. Okay, so that's conditional formatting for you. Okay, that's that.